Ronald Reagan said it best: I do not believe in taking away the right of the citizen for sporting, for hunting, and so forth, or for home defense. But I do believe that an AK 47, a machine gun, is not a sporting weapon or needed for defense of a home. Gun control has been a huge controversy throughout the United States and our nation. It has scarred our community and our society. It has been a big dispute to whether we must ban all use of guns to any resident in the United States. I believe that automatic weapons must be banned in the United States to lessen mass shootings. Atrocities that have happened throughout our nation included automatic weapons. On December 2nd, 2015, a terrorist attack that took hands of a couple, consisting a mass shooting involving automatic weapons, a devastating event that killed 16 people and left others injured. Moving along, an article written by Brittany Hopkins, she talks about the pros and cons about gun control. Her research showed that in 1996, following 13 mass shootings in 20 years, Australia banned semi-automatic rifles and pump-action shotguns. The country experienced zero mass shootings in the years that followed. So if the Supreme Court made changes to the laws regarding gun control, as far as mental background checks or taking away the right for an ex-criminal to own one, I believe that will also lessen the chance of reducing crime as well. People might think I sound hypocritical because if all kinds of guns that can shoot and harm someone's life, why are we only getting rid of semi-automatic weapons or that type of machinery? Well, the unfortunate answer is crime does exist, especially with, you know, human trafficking, as well as kids being kidnapped, but that doesn't necessarily, the use of a gun. However, when women are walking alone, it is never safe because the unknown could happen. People are being kidnapped, trafficked. Burglars, for some unfortunate reason, have the need to burglarize mom and pop shops. So I believe that mom and pop shops should have the right to own a gun to protect themselves and their property whenever they feel like their life is at risk. Um, our, I believe that in the heat of the moment, anything could happen. So law should be changed in a way where you should be punished if, even though your life is at risk, you should not try to actually uh, cause true harm to the point where you could end this person's life. Um, I believe a punishment should still be present when that happens in situations that are unfair in trials. So we must change laws that can protect ourselves as citizens and still fight for our rights, using some type of weapon or in I believe I'm sorry I'm trying to say to protect ourselves from those rights while using a weapon to protect your life. So unfortunately, guns also land on the hands of people who should not have ownership. For example, people who feel like they have some type of mental disorder. So I believe that we must go through an extensive amount of background checks and also to really go through sessions of psychology to really determine if you are responsible enough to have ownership of a gun. In the end, I know that we must keep small firearms in order to protect and defense when our homes are being robbed, if we are being kidnapped, or when you are at the right time, the right place. Like, for example, I came across a YouTube video where an off-duty officer was picking up her child at school, and this happened to be at an elementary school where man just starts to walk fiercely to the elementary school and tries to snatch a child. And this off-duty officer pulled out the gun she had in her purse and shot this man trying to kidnap a child on the leg. So he was shot on the leg and he fell to the ground, and she was able to get his weapon to keep it from safety. So I believe that was a situation where it was in the heat of the moment. She took action responsibly, I believe, and I believe that you should have the right to protect yourself from using a firearm when in harm.